Ciao ragazzi, hi guys, welcome back to another video. Zamu here with the pizza, with the sign. Welcome to a new video, it's so good to have you here. How you doing? In today's episode, we're gonna ask ourselves the question, if I had to sell some of my clothes to pay rent, which of them would I sell? Which items have good value, they're cool, I would be ready to part ways if I really needed to make some money. Life in the city is expensive here in Amsterdam, everywhere in the world. So there always might be an option. I need to make that koala, I need to make that dough. I need to sell my collection. It's a hypothetical video. I think it's gonna be fun to ask ourselves and go through what I personally would sell if I really had to make months through. Grab your drink of choice, a cup of water, we have an espresso, get seated, relax, and let's get ready for our weekend video, yeah? Thank you for following, liking, and subscribing to the channel. It really means the world to me. We are on our way to 1,000 followers, so that's crazy, that's insane. Imagine having 1,000 people in a room. So join the Spaghetti Army. We publish video every week. We're also working on different formats. So we have TikTok down there. We have a Substack for articles. Thank you for being a Spaghetti soldier, being a member of the Spaghetti Army. If you are subscribed, extra how you doing for you. Let's get into the video. Life in the city is expensive. I think it's really important to look back at your wardrobe and decide what you think has value, what actually has value on the market. Let's discuss my fit of the day. Today, I'm gonna be wearing my trusted pair of Dickies, like a green wash carpenter pants with some original splattering, original damages. I love this. I know to being vintage, being relaxed on a Sunday and really chill. Birkenstock Buxtons. Super comfortable. It's really like white foot bag, really was a lifesaver for me. If I have to walk a bit more, of course, they're not super comfortable, but overall it's beige leather with the buckle, easy peasy. Then I paired it with my favorite long sleeve. This is like a Cart vintage long sleeve. And this is a recent acquisition. This is a Flâneur Home from 2019 Vincent Cassel t-shirt, like La Haine in this case, of course. And I really think that this aesthetic resonated with me, and I think it was so cool to have this vintage tee. It's really nice, gray and faded, good quality, and so I'm really happy to bringing it for a spin this weekend. So that's the top. We have the Sopranos hat, super nice original hat, and today we also have a Weiler Vetta tank on the wrist. Just trying to mix a bit of grunge style to like a little bit more of a classy watch, and that's the fit. After another sip of espresso, let's start saying what I would sell to pay rent. To pay rent, first thing I would sell is my Our Legacy Camion Boots. Those are incredible, they're amazing, but they're also very expensive. Cowboys like Chelsea boots have like a diagonal zip, Vibram sole, and hammered in, so it's really easy to wear sole. It's like the black pair version from 2 years ago, so it doesn't have the metal studs. They're super nice and low-key, kind of square toe box. I love these, but those are like, I would say, are like the most hype pair of shoes I wear. These retain their value very well. I have not taken care of them yet. I should have. So I'm so sorry to my friend Andrea, my leather expert. If you have leather shoes, please take good care of them. But as you can see, like the overall general wear and tear has been limited, considering I had them for over a year. They're very nice, they're very classy. It was really for me like a point to prove and be like, okay, let me have a serious boy boots. But if I had to make some money, of course, have a very high retail and in good condition, they also keep their value. I talked about it more in this video in terms of comparison and values, but please let me know in the comments what you guys think of our Legacy Camion Boots. Do you think they're still relevant? Do they still have hype? I'm happy with them. Notorious footwear to pay rent. As always, we're building up. If I really needed to sell a good pair of pants for values, I would personally think about selling this pair of C.P company Batics. These are like a pair of cargo pants built on like a parachute model with like garment dyed nylon applied patches, diagonal buttons, no back pockets, and this is really a model that's inspired by like parachute pants, military pants. These are garment dyed in Italy. Once the garment is already been assembled, then it gets dyed all together and different parts take different colors. That technique that was mastered by Massimo osti with a Scottish wax cotton. It's an amazing product. Retail is insane. I think it's like 400 euros. Those are like a great memories of my days at C.P company. I added a custom lens. You can ask me about this in the comment. If I really had to sell one pair and make good money, I would go and get rid of this with everything I'm selling, and I think you can put a good outfit together, so whoever is buying this collection is gonna stay stylish. Those are very cool. I'm not selling them, but if I was, keep an eye open. If we're talking tops, I think that's something from your torso. I would go for this Stone Island 1995 reversible body warmer. Is nice, and on one side has nylon. This is also featured in the book. It's reversible, and you have a blue side, the badge on the chest or on the side. Nice and versatile. Again, this is a collector because it has the badge here on the chest, which is really rare. I think that this can retail a pretty penny and over a few €100. I don't wear it enough, let's be honest, but I think that it could be nice, and you can never go wrong with Stone Island. Like, it really holds its value. And it can be like a nice piece, you know. I just need to find the right moment. You have reversible zip, elasticated bands for comfort. You have double pockets, Velcro applied. So yeah, I bought this from the original owner. I think that's what I would sell. So if I really needed to sell a jacket, I would unfortunately have to sell my favorite jacket right now, which is this leather blouson from Flâneur. This is from last season. It's currently available on the website. So if you wanna get it, go get it. It's a beautiful leather, pure leather, real leather blouson. It's really clean, have on every day, and has been a dream so far. I was on the lookout for like such a nice leather jacket for a while. I was looking at Studio Nicholson, for example, their piston jacket. I was looking at Acne Studios, Our Legacy, maybe Mini. So far it's the shit and I love it and I don't want to sell it, but if I really have to. It's super soft, super resistant, and overall an amazing piece. And then let's close it up with the two elements. Item number one is my Baltic Aquascaphe. It's a GMT watch that I got a couple of years ago. Has a GMT complication, so different times on a different indicator, has a date function, and is presented on this beautiful grain of rice bracelet. Baltic is a French Mico brand that has been founded in 2017. They use different kind of movement. In this case, this is a Swiss-made movement, and they make these modern vintage inspired watches. I really like it because it doesn't look like anything else. It feels good on the wrist. It's like a 39. I personally have just a couple of watches that I wear a lot. I have my Tank, and I have this, you know, GMT, more like sporty. I really like Baltic, and they're like my favorite watch brand. If you're looking for a modern alternative, of course, depending on how rich you are, but based on how not rich I am right now, this has been a great way to celebrating my promotion a couple of years ago and the starting of a new career and everything. So one of the most worthy things available in my wardrobe. The last element that I would unfortunately have to part ways, C.P. Company nylon bag. As you guys know, C.P. Company every year is releasing like new versions of nylon bags. These are like heavily military inspired with the functionality in mind, and I personally believe are like probably the better value that you can find on the C.P. Company website. The jackets are nice, but the bags are insane, especially for 400 euros. So this is an oversized bucket nylon bag, has like different vertical pockets, either with mesh if you want to see the contain or without. Additional handles. This bag can be carried like an everyday bag like this, and be made big, so if you're carrying parcels, if you're shipping around stuff. Has an internal pockets, and of course has an adjustable strap. This adjustable strap is really of military inspiration, as the same that's used by Acronym. So basically it's a push press, so if you goes further, or if you press it goes wider. And this is really nice again because it can be made small or a little. It has like a string to make it small. When they're big and they're empty, they feel like a lot. This one doesn't, so overall this is a personal favorite of mine. The C.P. Company lens and Nylon B material, which is like their water resistant, abrasion proof nylon. Amazing product. I'm sure after this piece you want to buy it, but this is also probably the best accessory that I currently own. This was an overview. We talk about Our Legacy, we talk about C.P. Company, Flâneur, Baltic, and Stone Island, which are like among the most value if I had to put my clothes on the market. Of course, these are not the clothes I love the most, but they're like some of the coolest that came to mind. Please let me know if you ever had to sell your clothes to pay rent. It might happen, but it's also why it's nice to have like cool things in your wardrobe, so you maybe have some value. Thank you for the time today. I hope you had a great time. Have a beautiful weekend. Drink plenty of water. Comment down below, you know, what's your favorite piece, if you ever worn any of these, if you have any opinion. I'm super looking forward to reading your comments. I always do. Have a beautiful weekend. Drink plenty of water. Have plenty of lasagna. And see you at the next one. Love you. Bye.